Alright, welcome back to Leathertail Cove. Alright, so we left off. We're still in the process of building this. I did pause some of our gear workshops in hopes that we get people up in here. I don't know how well that'll work because it looks like they came into here, which is fine. So I have an idea. Obviously the idea is to deepen this and collect the dirt so then we can use it for some other stuff, because there's going to be very few places on this map that I'm actually able to collect dirt. So for the time being, we are going to watch this go down. Hold on, I like visual aesthetics. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 levels to drill down into. Now while we're doing that, we're going to get this one set up first. Once this is set up, once this goes down to 4 levels, we're going to delete it. Then I'm going to make a tunnel from here all the way over to this general region. I got TNT set up. We can't get down there yet unless they walk over and drop it down. If they can do that, great. That's fine. We'll do it that way. Then the next plan is, once this is TNT down, is I'm going to come in here with whatever sluices. We might go, I don't know how we're going to do this. I might just build it up and then we'll do what are these called? Dam pieces, so it just flows over. Then I'm going to move this guy over here and we're going to drill out this general area. I'm going to get rid of the TNT, but we're going to drill out this general area, moving it here to and fro, there and here, all that fun jazz. And in doing that, we're going to collect the dirt that we're so desperately needing, but we're going to make this a giant pool, another giant whatever pool. And my hope, I haven't tested this and I haven't seen anyone do it, but my hope is basically we'll put that piece in there, put maybe a levee or some sort of something in there, and it will then water will be able to travel into here. So we are recycling water. This will hold water, and as this goes down, water is being funneled back into here. That's the hope anyway. I don't know how well this is all going to go down, but running theory is that for right now. Then I want to build this one so at least we're pumping bad water out of this, and then when we do that, I want to come in here and we're going to put this piece right there. And we might flip it around, use some TNT, whatever. But basically we're going to put that in there so we can get people working, people grooving, and all that fun jazz. I put more TNT there so we can get this going. As far as I want to, basically once all this metal's done, I want to push this in that way so we can then, it lines up perfectly, and this will all be cut away. And we'll just have this little stick here and then that little stick there. Yeah, we might even come in over here and start drilling out some of this area. I don't know about that. Like, I'm working on things here. We're messing with new pieces that I haven't really messed with before, so we're moving and grooving. That's all I can say. That's at the very least of what we're doing. We have 12 beavers coming up. We have 15 jobs open. You see the dilemma here. Pieces, we have more than enough metal, scrap metal. We just need that to be implemented into actual pieces. But anyway, once this gets to the appropriate level, then we're going to start drilling into, I might just TNT it out a pathway, but yeah, I gotta figure that out. And obviously it needs metal blocks, but we are consuming metal blocks on a almost scary level. I want to do 2 of these, add a little bit. Actually, we're going to do all 3 of them because we need metal. We need metal like I can say something racist, but we're not. It's not even racist. It's just politically incorrect. But you get what I'm saying. All right, so I want that's 1, 2. You drop it down 2. You drop it down 3. That might actually be better. Drop that down 3. Drop this down 2. And then we will drop this down 1. That way, when we decide to come in here with all this BS, I'm not doing that one because I'll obviously fill it up and then bad times for everybody, but we can do staircases down. Then I can do what I want to do because that should work. And then once we get this built the way I want it, 3, I need 1 more right here. And then we can 2 for this one out. Because that'll be fine. So I'll drop that down and then we'll probably have to put 2 in there. But anyway, so we'll have this be a wall, and it will funnel in this way. Hopefully. But yeah, we need to get enough. This is a very future-esque project. Hopefully we can accomplish it and all that fun jazz. But basically my idea, and I've said this in the last video, is we're going to maybe end up putting a stopper on this. Yeah, we may put this on there so that then we can build. That'll really kill a lot of our power sources. Because what is that? Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll figure this out. But yeah, if I put the stopper on it, then we can at least go at will of when we want this to go. My plan is to get rid of all of this. Except for find a way to connect power up so we're out of each other's way, and then basically come in here, make this all clean cut and everything like that, so we don't have this weird little zigzag motion thing going on. Everything's going to be cut, it's going to look clean, it's going to be protected, so we're not spreading bad water anywhere. It will all be protected so we don't have any of these tiger lines going all over the place. And yeah, let's get down here and kind of see what we're dealing with as far as this is going. This is looking good. I'm hoping this piece right here will definitely help set everything up, and then we'll probably have to build another piece somewhere over here. But the beavers are hard at work. Obviously we got a lot of TNT, a lot of green sludge that's being needed. We have a lot of metal that's also being needed. How are we making headway on that? Doesn't look like it. Because it takes a couple of hours, but hey, before this wasn't even built, so we're starting to build stuff, which is, I mean, that's as useful as you can get. This doesn't need any of the, holy cow, 300. That's a lot of stuff there, man. I'm gonna up that priority. But anyway, my goal or idea is I want to get some stuff built. I want to get it where I want it to be, I guess, theoretically. And then once it's there, obviously my idea is then to, yeah, I don't even know how I want to finish that. Oh, traveling. That was what we're working on. Yeah, that needs to be higher priority. So let's max that priority out. What do we need? Logs and planks. Let's get on that. Anyway, so we can get this built, because we got as far as we can go. I mean, technically, I don't know. Can they cross under this? Maybe, I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. Like, just get this built so that when the bad tide comes, we are fully protected. We have water being stored up to the almost tippy top. There we go. Now we're moving. This TNT, it's there, but I don't know about how I'm placing it yet. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Let me put it that way. Because so far, I'm not correct, if I'm not 100% or whatever, but I feel like we haven't even used much of this because, one, the wind's blowing. We are having that kind of segued in a sense, so like we're not using it as much. So I mean, do we need it? Like, yeah. So that's what's giving me hope for this, is that we can then pause all this stuff. I want to make sure we get the top built first, but before we get the top built, I want to make sure that we actually have this topped off, which means that needs to be built, which all we're missing is the metal. Obviously we are using a buttload of it right here, so you kind of see the, you know, the dilemma there. But since these, we have we have 5 of them. Since these 5 have been brought online, metal, wow, look, we got 31 pieces. So we're starting to go in the right direction. We just need some assistance. Oh, what I was gonna say. So once this is built, we have the foundation set up and all that fun jazz. I do want to then really focus on the transportation. And the transportation is going to kind of suffer for a second, but I want it to be to where we can get everywhere. And I don't feel like we can get everywhere effectively because this one's coming in here, which is good, but then we have this one going up here and then going to here and then going way out here. And so it's a line instead of having multifaceted different areas being whatever. And this is the part that kind of sucks, is that there's only 2 connections being able to be made. I feel like on this one we should at least be able to have 3. I may be wishing for an awful lot, but I just, you know, it's kind of where I'm at with that whole aspect of it. Logs we have enough of, treated planks we have enough of. But yeah, I want this built so we at least have it, and then we can then focus on actually putting beavers in it, because right now I want this to be taken care of first. Get that taken care of, and then we can move on to actually injuring our beavers, because that's exactly what's going to happen in the mines, is that our beavers are going to get injured and it's not going to be the funnest time for anybody. This seems to be doing very well. I'm hoping that once we decide to, I'm gonna let us finish over here first, getting out this huge area. Once we get it the way we want it, meaning all of these squares unlocked and what have you, then we will go deal with this one. Because for right now, this is going to work. Treated planks, we should be fine, because this one needs a buttload, but after that, I don't think there's a whole lot that actually need treated planks. So it kind of seems a little bit pointless to have that many treated planks. Works out in our favor right now, but later maybe not so much. this is looking great. I do like this. We are, like I said, I was kind of planning, kind of hoping that we would be able to recycle water, and it looks like we will be getting our wish. I don't necessarily want to do this, but okay, can we that's not what I want to do. Alright, it looks like we need to be at that level. But if we go up to this one, we should be able to destroy everything. And go right there. This may not work, but I mean, it's worth a shot. That's all I have to say. It's worth this shot. Yeah, we're building a lot, I get it, but you kind of have to in order to, you know, do some stuff here. I want to get rid of all this overhanging stuff so that we can just come down eventually and crush everything. Alright, how are we doing on water? Good, we got 9 days. 4 beavers injured. It's a little bit terrible, but we should have the helping stuff to make that go away. I don't know what I was thinking with this and how we're going to get there with wait, does that perfectly line up? I don't think it does. I think that's one short. Because that almost would have been perfect if we could have, like, yeah, fix that. Alright, because eventually we're gonna have to get up there. I just don't know how we're gonna do that quite yet. How are we going? Oh, we got a while. I don't think this is gonna stop on 0, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. That is built. And oh, this is what we're gonna need the ferry logs for. Hey, look at this. We are fully operational. I like it. How are we going to get power? Power is going to come directly from right here. So power stuff's probably going to be along this side. And then housing right here. We can build up. Depending on how I want to do this. We can fast travel points. Right, one. And then that can go off that direction. And then this one can go up. And this one can go off. I don't know. I do not know, my kind sir. Do not know in the very slightest. But the fact that we're starting to get these built is fantastic. How are we doing on metal? 24. Yep, there should be no reason that we are struggling anymore on this. And I just built that just so that they could get under here, but it apparently they don't need it, so not gonna worry about that one. But yeah, once these houses start getting built, we went 2 up, so did we go 2 up? No. So the way I did this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll be able to get rid of this one. We have a bonus one that I want to keep. Maybe we'll destroy pause this one and then keep the little small house as our bonus. Where are we going? We're going here. We're gonna rotate this, and I think that should be fine because do we only need one? One gets us to the roof. How are we gonna do this? Yeah, we need a 2. And then we'll just pass this out, and this will be future proofing. But this is exciting. Our little elevation taskmaster, whatever you want to call this thing, is pretty much done. That just needs to be built, and then we need everything for that, which we should have. Logs, definitely have. Planks, definitely have. Metal, definitely have. So on the bright side, we are in a much better place. TNT, I'll probably play you because we are using a lot of TNT. How are we doing over here? We need to set that as a priority. 4 to 1. Ouch, that's bad. Crackers, bread. But yeah, I was also tweaking with some stuff, and I'm like, how do I want to put these houses? Because no matter what I do on this backside, it just doesn't fit the way I want it to. So I can come in here just so you can see, but I'll have one piece left over. And then if I put this here, just to kind of give you an idea, we're going to pause that so no one even attempts to do this. And then I can put one here, but that just looks weird. Or I can go over here, and then that way the pathway doesn't look as weird, but you kind of get where I'm going with this. So I can only fit 2 here, so I'm not really sold on using that yet. Maybe we could come in here with a bunch of these houses, because 2 would fit there. I mean, that's a way to go. And then 2 here. And then we could put 2. Nope, couldn't do that. So we could put 2 here, 1 here, or wait a minute. We're gonna pause this so I can actually see this. Yeah, it won't work. I'll need to have one space open like that, which then doesn't work. Yeah, so it's one of those weird angles that just doesn't. We had one more space, I want to say. Yeah, if we had one more space, at least that way. Yeah, because then I could push it back here and even put it like this, which would then allow us to come in over here and put the next one right there, leaving a spot open. So we have, wait, it'd be like that. Or would it be like that? I don't know. I feel like if we had one more space, we could get 3 houses in there. Anyway, we'll continue going on this little track. Hopefully we can start getting some of these houses built. so we can get rid of our little sad sack of whatever this is. Oh man. Alright. And then we need to get that built, but we're worried about downstairs matters. Where are we? This is metal, right? Yep. That's just too far away. But, like I said, hoping to get this whole travel thing fixed in the future. It's a work in progress. We are definitely on top of it. Alright, so we got 2 more levels to go. Maybe that's what could be in a future update, is like maybe add a button up here that you can be like, hey, what are we building on? What's our focus? That way, like, you know, like, okay, the beavers are mainly focused down here and not to worry. What does each one of these cost? Plank, extract, and 1 explosive. Yeah, I can see how that's expensive. Definitely see how that's expensive. Yes. 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 No. 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 Alright, so then we come into here. Sorry for the quietness, but I gotta think. I'm gonna put that there. I don't care right now. We're just focusing on all this stuff. They know what they're doing. Alright, back up to the world at hand. 2 point, yep, that's good, that's good. Once these days are over, we are going to go mega boom down there, and we'll just wait for the rest of it. And that should be fine. But yeah, we're going to need to get to work on... What does the fairy logs need? We need pine resin, so at some point we can just like stop worrying about some of these. Dirt's doing alright. How are we doing about this? That's a lot of bread. That's a lot of wheat. Once we can start filling some of these jobs, we're really going to start cranking it out. But until that, we also have to wait for this to be, which we might as well put on a high priority, because I mean, why not? Like, I mean, it's just it's 1 stick of TNT. Like, we're not asking for a firstborn here. And it's not like we don't have a whole buttload of it. We have so much we don't even know what to do with ourselves. Yep, that works out fantastic. These beavers over here are working themselves pretty hard and pretty well. I mean, it might as well be to death because they're doing an excellent job, if I do say so myself. But we're about to be able to clean up a lot of this stuff right here. 27 jobs. Oh, that's probably because of this right here. If we pause that, yeah, we just went to, yeah, we're in a deficit right now. That's how that goes down. But I'm okay with all of this. We might be able to go lower, but I don't really want to, considering the fact that I do have stairs being built. I just have to figure out where oh, dude, they're already building them? That is, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. I don't know how this works, but that looks pretty legit. I'm very curious on how that will work. Hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. Alright. I'm gonna go to sleep and it's gonna start raining again. Which is what we all want. There we go. Now we're starting to build up some metal. How much is this? 20 metal a piece. Planks, logs. Alright. And then now that I think we fixed all these pothole problems, I'm hoping and praying that everything just works according to plan. Because if it doesn't, this is going to suck. Oh, that all died. Alright, good time to blow it all up anyway. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And then we're going to detonate that for good fun. Alright, I like it. I like it a lot. Now, how much of this can you actually reach? You can't reach jack. Which at this current point in time, let's come down here. Get rid of that. And this will work itself out. Alright. Good deal. This gives us more water. Obviously, once this goes away, I'm going to... One, we're going to redo this. Yeah, it's in food. Okay, this is just a 2. So if we put it back here, I'm very curious on how that'll work. Hopefully, with a 2, I can come up here. I mean, just switching this one around. Would be very beneficial anyway. Alright, we need to get 2,000 water going. I think this is built now. Yep. Seriously, you gave us 3 days? What a butthole. What a butthole. That's all I'm gonna say. Real butthole move. That has water. That's just not high enough. Yikes. You're telling me we can't overcome? Oh man. You ever have a bad feeling? Telling you right now, bad feelings are happening. Because we haven't even been able to get this up and going yet. Pathways. Would this work? Very curious. Wine short. Oh man, that hurts. But then, I mean... we could do it that way. Looks dumb, but guess what? It works. Yep, it works. Alright, let's hope in 3 days this water goes high enough for us to hold it. We have that one at the bottom level, so water should be accumulating at the bottom, which should mean we're getting an even flotation here. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. All this water being filled. Are you, dude, we don't even have anybody up here. What is going on in this world? Got 27 open jobs. Apparently everybody just decided to die at the same time. That sounds like what was happening there. It was like, it's time to die right now. Alright. How do I want to do this? I need you guys to build this. I don't even know what you guys are doing right now. Oh, we're almost there, we're almost there. I'm just excited to see this go, and it took 3 days. It took us 5 days basically to get this flowing over here. What are we at? Oh, this should be blocked pretty soon. Okay, how are you at? I don't really want to go over here. There's really no point. Alright, now we're starting to fill up this reservoir. Didn't take us too terribly long to get this filled up, hopefully. We got extra power. Nice deep basin of water. And once again, checking levels here. Alright, so we got one more that we can go down. And then once we drilled this one down, I mean, we'll move around. But then we're going to have to break this up and then obviously drill into that. And the drought started. 25 days. Alright, well. We didn't get to fill this up, but I mean, working. It is working nonetheless. I mean, we could theoretically try to jump power from here to there, but the issue is that. Yeah, basically my idea is to drill here, get this going, find that square, and then just basically square this up to the back right here so it all equals together. And then when we do that, then drill down in here and obviously using TNT, and then go down the length where it equals this, so the water's always going to be flowing here first. And then we might hit a couple of other spots, but I want to make sure they're always connected. I'm pretty sure this takes fairy logs too. Yep. Alright, let's get this, and then we're going to save these. And pause. And then if you're working it, that's fine. Let's blow that up for good measure. And that should work. Alright, we're not reproducing. Why are we not reproducing? Jobs amounts have not changed. I mean, we've added a couple of stuff over here, but I mean, that's just to get this to where this is actually a decent working number. Alright, it's time to take priority. I don't even care, build all that. Get this going. Alright, pause. Oh, pause that. Pause this. Pause that. Alright, we're going to pause these as these get built. And then once these get built, then we're going to obviously, I want the planks to be built first, but we're going to pause these, and then as these get, once they're actually able to get to them and whatnot, then we're going to start pausing these and then playing these and then transferring beavers up. So that everybody has a place to live. Why can't I hit the structure? I don't even care. Whatever. But yeah, we need to We need some sort of movement starting to take place here. And then once all this gets built, might as well go up here. Rotate. Oops. One too many times. And then put all these at high priority as well. Alright, so we're gonna wait for everything to be built. It should take us no time at all to build everything right here. And then that will give us 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Wait, I did that wrong. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Great. And get rid of these monstrosities. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh. Gotta pay attention. But anyway, yeah. We're gonna do this all at the same time. We're gonna have a little bit of carryover. That's fine. Wait a minute. New ideas are forming. These are smaller. But it's still the same issue. It doesn't matter where we put this one, they'll block all that off. Need ideas. But yeah, we need to pause. Oh, wrong pause. You gotta wait for them to pop up. Gotta hit the pause time button. Pause that and now play it. And then I don't know which one they're building next. Pause that. And then we're about to let this thing go. Nuts. Nuts, man. It's gonna be totally rad, dude. And we finished the day cycle. So we gotta wait for a couple of seconds, get this going. There we go. Everybody's awake. And pause. Alright. Pause you. Pause you. Pause you. Over here, pause you. That was 2 and 4. So, play. Play, play, and play. And we're gonna pause you and pause you. Play and play. Pause. Play. Play. Sorry that this is being super complicated. And then we can pause and pause. Then, for extra beavers, you can play you two. That one's filled, that one's filled. Alright, now we got new beavers coming in. And then I want to trash this. Trash that one. Get all that stuff trashed. And then pick all this garbage up. Excuse me. Gotta trash the houses. Or the toppers. Okay, now let's come in here, get rid of those. Then we can come in, get rid of all that. No, 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 no. I just want to get rid of this stuff. Oh. No, 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 no. Yes. That is some crazy stuff, man. Sorry I'm so close. I gotta be to bring some sort of order to this. All right. So then we can come over here to well-being. Medical bed, medical bed, medical bed, medical bed. Hold on. Working on it, I promise you. Alright, we gotta do this. I know. I got you. I promise you, I am looking out for your best interest. Just gotta give it a second. Oh, that works even better. There you go. And then now we can go to medicals and do the medical bed here and here. So those can get built. Yeah, we need the next episode. We are going to be focusing 120% on our way of traveling. That will be the main focus of that, and hopefully during that episode then we can really focus on making sure we really take full grip of this over here. How is everything going underneath? That's looking better. Can we get rid of this now? There we go. No. No. Alright, because we gotta build this piece first, but this should be fine to get rid of, right? There we go, good job. And then let's high prioritize all of this nonsense. There we go. Holy cow. You guys are going ape ham over here. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, did we reach the bottom yet? Okay, we still got a little bit of ways to go. But we're almost there. Run out of storage room. Alright, anyway. So, this is done. We can now start focusing on bigger and better things. I want to upgrade our metal. But then we are going to come over here and then really start to, like I said, go after it. But yeah, hopefully this idea, let me know in the comments if you've ever tried this, where you've tried basically transporting water underground. Like I said, I'm going to end up putting like a levee of some sort right here. So that way this water can feed back into here, fill it back up. Or maybe just like ground level or something like that. I don't know, but we'll toss over the details or whatever. Maybe instead of going at the ground level, I go one above it. So then we put like a dam and then a levee, so it can go too high and just, yeah. But that's going to be the idea, is basically draining water from here, maybe also here as well, and just being able to reuse water. That's going to be kind of the plan. And apparently this does not transport the way I wanted it to, which there's water in there. Like I said, maybe we need this piece. I'm going to go ahead and path this all out so that everybody can get there, and that's not a problem. But then, yeah. So, yeah, if you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you didn't, then don't. Comment, tips, tricks, anything you got, any useful information for me. We're about to start going into the well, or the mine or whatever, and doing that way. I'm not really looking forward to that. First time I've ever had to do that, so that's kind of exciting. That's pretty much our last non-renewable resource, is going into the mine. Obviously this is it doesn't run out, so we will have that. It's just I don't like the hurt factor of it. But then yeah, coming back to it, we will then rediscuss travel points to make this a more efficient map. But yeah, let's kick this into 1x speed, and I will see you guys next time. You guys enjoy, and yeah, see you guys later.